Hello and welcome to this trip report from Helsinki down to London Heathrow on a Finnair A350 in business class in their new air lounge seat, and a visit to the Platwing, which I hope you all enjoy. But before that, I thought I'd just show you my hotel room I had at the Radisson Blu, and then a bit of Helsinki itself down by the harbour. The weather wasn't particularly good, as you'll see on some of the footage, but still worthwhile before making the trip back to the airport from Stanch 7, I think they call them, bus stop 7, to Helsinki Airport on the number 600 bus, which actually cost just over €4, which I thought was really good value for money. It's a regular bus service, about every 20 minutes, even on a Sunday. So that's really good. So yes, enjoy this, stick around and watch through the video, and you'll see various aspects of the air lounge seat as well. Also the food on offer in the Platinum
I thought I'd give you a tour of the business class room at this Radisson Blu Helsinki. So just to show you around, nice king size bed. You got your coffee machine over there, nice size television, and then complimentary water. A chocolate bar, very nice. Obviously phone down to reception and whatever. Always good to have a nice coffee machine in your room. Plenty of space in here, as you can see. Then we got the bathroom, which looks very nice. Again, a good size. Nice shower room size. All looks very smart. Nice amenities. Radisson body wash, shampoo, conditioner, you name it, you've got it. Hair dryer, don't need that obviously. Again, the amenities over there, shower gel, etc. So yes, very nice indeed. Plenty of towels, all nice and fresh looking. Nice big mirror. So yes, all in all, a nice upgrade. Very good. Very smart. Say plenty of room. I think some of these business rooms have various different features in them. I could be wrong, but I'm sure if you look on their website, Radisson Blu, you'll see some of the business rooms have different features. One thing I will say though is the house wine offer is €39 per bottle, but it's just one of those things, quite expensive, €39. I suppose at the end of the day we are in Finland, so that's perhaps why it is so expensive, I suppose. Well, it must be cheap in the supermarkets outside here and around the hotel. I used to have a restaurant in here for evening meals, but sadly now that's gone. So basically all you have now is your breakfast room, I believe now, so I was told on check-in, but that's just one of those things. So that means we'll eat out tonight, so that should be okay. There's plenty of restaurants near where we are, so yes, indeed, very smart. As I say, it's nice to have the complimentary water and the chocolate bars, of which you can see one's gone already.
So I just wanted to show you a bit that was on offer in the hotel restaurant for breakfast. It was very busy in there, so very difficult to get much video or pictures, to be quite honest with you. But you've got your various meats there, cheeses, and then you've got some salmon as well, tomatoes, etc. So very healthy. And I believe also there was an omelette station there as well, where you could put in your orders, which was also very nice. Didn't partake in that, but very nice nevertheless to have an order that you could have your eggs as you wanted them. Join me now as we have a little look around Helsinki city centre and go down towards the harbour. Unfortunately the weather wasn't brilliant, but that doesn't matter, it still didn't dampen the spirits, as they say. And there's plenty to see. You've got your big red bus. We didn't unfortunately get time to go on tour, but as I say, the city centre is very compact, so it's so easy to get around just for walking. And then we go down towards the harbour and see a few boats. So yeah, just enjoy these pictures and bits of video that I've got for you of Helsinki itself. And then you've got the architecture as well, of course, on the buildings. You often sort of walk around and don't look up at the buildings, but there is some amazing architecture to be seen, statues on the buildings, etc. built in. So yeah, quite something Helsinki if you're into your architecture. So it's time now to get the bus back to the airport. I hope you enjoyed that little montage of video and pictures there of Helsinki. As I say, the bus going back is a number 600 from bus stop 7, and it's only 4.40 euros cost, which is really very good and very reliable and quite frequent. So even on a Sunday, because we only had the weekend there, Saturday and Sunday, so very enjoyable. But yes, as I say, hope you enjoyed that. let's check out the duty free now. It'd be silly not to, wouldn't it, when you go through an airport? Any airport, I like to check out the duty free, see what's on offer before heading off to the lounge. We got through security very quickly, so that was good. No hold-ups, which was brilliant. And yeah, so it's the best time now is just to take a look at some of the duty free offerings as we head to the lounge. Welcome to the Platinum Wing here at Helsinki Airport, and also shared with the business class part of it as well. But I got in with my status, fortunately with British Airways being Emerald status, so that was very lucky to try it again, the Platinum Wing. But as you walk in, you have this fantastic bar. There's as many drinks as you know, it's just incredible. And then we have the menu for the various options that are available during July. You had first of all like a beetroot risotto, then you had a crispy pan-fried pork belly, reindeer burger or beyond burger, and then for pudding you had chocolate ice cream with summer berries and macaroons, and creamy cowberry panna cotta. I mean, there's plenty to choose from, to be perfectly honest with you. I went for a few drinks, obviously a few cocktails. They've got mocktails as well, which is also very nice, non-alcoholic, so plenty to choose from. And then you've got various wines you can choose. Obviously you've got your coffee machine in there, so yeah, all round the Platinum Wing is a very good experience, equivalent I'd say definitely, if not better than the first class wing in the Cathay Pacific Lounge at Terminal 3 London's Heathrow. You'll find also, in my opinion, obviously plenty of comfortable seating, so that's another good thing, quite private some of it. And of course I should have mentioned, you've got your dining area for your a la carte dining, so that's really nice. And as I say, plenty of quiet little bits as well where you can go and sit yourself down if you wish to. Then there's like a separate section that full ceiling windows right down to the floor. You can get some good views out at various aircraft around there, which is very nice also. One thing I did find interesting, that you don't get any announcements in the lounge for when your flight is due, so you just got to be careful. You will get a message on your app, Finnair app, saying when your flight is boarding, and obviously there are signs in the lounge saying when your flight is going to board, so you've got to keep an eye open and not get too carried away with the food and drinks obviously in the lounge while you're waiting for your plane to depart. In the meantime, just enjoy this Boeing 777-300ER Japan Airlines coming in onto stand. This is obviously taken from the Platinum Wing. You can see the windows full from the floor right up to the ceiling, which is absolutely fantastic. So we're just going to start boarding now on this Finnair A350 back into London's Heathrow from Helsinki. Today I'll be sitting in business class on the right hand side in seat 6L. This aeroplane's 9.5 years old roughly, and the registration is at OHLWE, so very nice. and I'll show you the air lounge seat, and obviously bear in mind this was during the Finnair strikes, so full catering wasn't unfortunately available on board, so no hot meal and basically no alcoholic drinks, just really tea, coffee, water, the famous blueberry juice, and a roll, but I'll show you that later as we go through the flights. Just sit back, relax and enjoy this flight down into Heathrow. So you can see here you've got a couple of compartments on these air lounge seats. You've got the remote in there for the in-flight entertainment, but it's a touchscreen anyway, so don't bother to use the remote. You've got USB-A and a USB-C, I believe, also, and great storage table on there to put your food and drinks on. Very well designed, this air lounge seat, very comfortable, a couple of pillars as well. So yeah, on the whole it's a fantastic seat to fly in, to be perfectly honest. So as you'll see on the entertainment system, it's just so cool. Finnair's entertainment system, it's got the one of my favourite parts of it is the camera views to look down, or from the tail view looking onto the top of the aeroplane, and then obviously you can look down, see the pushback going on. But soon we'll have a talk from the captain, so we'll listen out for that. And obviously you've got plenty of music choice, film choice, up to date films, which is really good. So yeah, it's one of the best entertainment systems I think out there, to be perfectly honest with you. You also have like a globe view world map, which is absolutely fantastic. You can see it tells you all basically what's going on and where you're flying over, so that's another cool little feature.
Connecting passengers and their belongings, which are on the way to the cargo belly now. But looks like we will be ready in a couple of minutes to start our flight, and calculate flight time is 2.5 hours. I wish you all a very pleasant stay aboard. Ja hyvät iltapäivät, hyvät naiset herrat, tässä koneen kapteeni nimeni Panu Mäkinen. Lämpimästi tervetuloa lennolle London Heathrow kentälle. Ja pikkupahoittelut, olemme muutaman minuutin perässä aikataulusta tällä hetkellä johtuen jatkomatkustajien ja tavaroidensa saapumisesta ja kuormaamisesta. Ja kuormaus näyttää olevan aivan loppusuoralla, eli pääsemme ottamaan lentomatkan aivan tuolta pikaa lentoaikaa laskellisesti 2,5 tuntia. Toivottavasti kaikille jo tässä vaiheessa mukavaa Finnair-matkaa.
It's always great fun to watch your pushback of the aircraft from the gate, so we'll do that now. You'll see that. And as you can see, the weather is what I call inclement, so instead of videoing through the windows on takeoff, I actually videoed looking at the screen with the camera view, looking down onto the top of the aeroplane. So it was absolutely amazing with the water on the runway, obviously the splashing around everywhere, and the thrust throwing the water everywhere around. Is one of the best takeoffs I think I've had watching on the screen before we go into the clouds. So yeah, just sit back, relax and watch this takeoff, because it is quite something else. On a wet takeoff is quite something else, so just enjoy it. How was that for an awesome takeoff on runway 22 right at Helsinki Airport in Finland? Absolutely amazing. Hope you enjoyed that. So we've got the business class food I'll show you soon. Plus I'm going to do a loo review as well. So and it's obviously got a window in the toilet, so that's going to be really good. I'll show you that. Bearing in mind, of course, as I said, this was during the Finnair strikes. So the catering wasn't full catering. So as I say, no alcoholic drinks, no hot food, sadly. But it doesn't matter because we had some food, as you know, in the lounge anyway. So enjoyed that.
With a window.
And they said, Finnair said in a sort of email, bring your own food on board anyway, should you wish to. So I think people obviously took advantage of that. So yes, just another interesting thing as well on the seats I noticed was lighting, which I must admit I didn't notice before, but you'll see that as well, which is something quite cool. As you'll see, we did a hold over towards Southend. This was, but actually we'd already done another hold out over the North Sea at about 22,000 feet, and this is due to the inclement weather that Heathrow experienced on this Sunday that we flew back in. Quite a lot of heavy rain in a short time, obviously, so quite a bit of flooding. So just held us up a little while coming into land at Heathrow. And then when we did, we had a 40-minute delay on the ground prior to getting to our gate, because obviously everything was sort of behind schedule, so no gate to go to. But anyway, just enjoy this landing onto Heathrow's 27 left, coming in over Hatton Cross, which is a nice view as you come over there. And thank you also to my current subscribers. If you're still watching, thank you to my current subscribers and everybody for supporting my channel, which is much appreciated. I can't believe I've been doing this now for about 2 years and getting on to nearly 500,000 views, which is quite amazing. I just want people to enjoy obviously what I'm putting out there, and the more that can enjoy it, the happier I am, basically. So yeah, coming on to nearly 500,000 views in 2 years. At the moment, 779 subscribers. So feel free to subscribe to my channel and add to that if you enjoy my content on this channel. Plenty more to see besides this video now that I've just done. But as I say, thank you again to my current subscribers and also any new ones that are going to come and join my channel.
To London Heathrow.
Much appreciated.
Please remain seated and keep your safety belt fastened until our captain switches the signs off. When opening an overhead locker, please be careful so that items don't fall out. You may now switch off the flight mode on your handheld device. On behalf of all of us at Finnair and the Oneward Alliance, it's been a pleasure having you on board today. Thank you, and we hope to see you again soon.
on the move again. You can see there we got a nice Emirates A380 just pushed back here from Terminal 3 off to Dubai. And also, as I say, we had this 40-minute delay, which is just one of those things. But thank you again for watching, and let me know in the comments whether you've been on the A350 from Helsinki down to London Heathrow, or vice versa, in the air lounge seats, and what you actually thought to them, what you thought to the entertainment, what you thought of the food as well. As I say, sadly it wasn't a full catering service due to the Finnair strikes, but it didn't make any difference really, to be perfectly honest. The Finnair crew were fantastic, couldn't fault them, as they always are, very friendly, very professional. So yeah, couldn't fault them. Anyway, look forward to doing another video for you.